to at some point in the season, but I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
So the New York starting five. You got Josh Hart. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, out of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's Gobert in at center. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this grade, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Now, here's McDaniel. And the basket is good.
A smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Hart outside. From the arc. It's hauled in by Edwards. To the paint. McDaniels in the post. He's guarded by Anunoby. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Hart. Left side, Towns. Over Gobert. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Hart.
Wow, look at the soft touch from Towns. Great execution there from the mid-range.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Randall is doubled. And here's Edwards from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And now, Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Back to you, Kevin.
And Allie, thanks so much.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Pass to Randall. Screen by McDaniel. Now here's Edwards. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Towns.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Minnesota leading by 5. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Edwards with another miss. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Brunson the pass to Hart. Now Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
Gobert down low. Towns on him. The Knicks pull it in.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Hart finds Brunson. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, when you watch Jalen Brunson, he's such a difficult matchup. Lefty, quick, and a bit on the smaller side, but he's got great leverage, and he gives opposing defenses fits.
McDaniels, another miss by Minnesota.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
It's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. McDaniels finds Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen on Towns. Jacks up a three. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Brunson the pass to Bridges. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And it's a tie ball game.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Over in the corner, Edwards. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Edwards looking it over. A three. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. DiVincenzo against Brunson. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist from Bridges.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Randall against Hart. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Misses the jumper.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Out to the right wing. And here's Brunson outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brunson's got 8.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at New York. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot.
And right now for the Knicks, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Now, here's McDaniels. This game we saw him score 13. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Here's Hart. Still scoreless. And that one's good. Towns.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Now here's Randall. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. DiVincenzo against Brunson. Pass to Hart. Outside, Towns. For the three, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced and the skill level continues to rise.
Minnesota making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Randall, and it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Outside, Reed. McDaniel sets a screen for Reed. Pass to Edwards. They could use a bucket. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Brunson the pass to Hart. Towns for 3. Out to Clarkson. Brunson outside. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 11. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Out to Conley. The tray. And there's Edwards on the assist from Conley. Edwards got 8 points.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance to succeed.
Brunson against Conley. Back to Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. Robinson sets a screen for Clarkson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
New York leading by 8. Brunson right side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
Oh, staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
First one falls for him. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Miller's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. Now here is Conley. Scoreless thus far. Miller outside, beyond the arc. Trains the three-pointer.
Just a smart veteran play by Conley, making sure the ball gets to the guy with the best shot available.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now, Clarkson, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Here's Hart. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Outside, Reed. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
You don't want to leave Reed any space out there. He's an efficient three-point shooter.
Towns in the corner. No good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Conley, the pass to Miller. And the rejection by Towns.
Oh, big cat saying no way.
Towns is doubled. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Dillingham with it. Robinson picks him up. Dillingham with it. Robinson on him. Conley feeling it out. Pass to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Miller finds Clark. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
Well, look, turnovers hurt you in 2 ways. You lose the possession on offense, and defensively, giveaways normally lead to easy points for your opponents.
Randall's checked in for the Timberwolves. Then for the Knicks, Diawara's checked in, and it's Bridges in for Hart. Robinson passes to Diawara. Now Bridges. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Pass to Conley. Randall with a screen for Conley. Diawara with the rebound. New York leading by 6. Inside, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Fades away. Randall no good. Clarkson surveying the floor. Over Dillingham. No good on that one. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Conley out there with Dillingham. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Yabusele. Yabusele is screen on Clark. 6 to shoot. Yabusele setting a screen for Bridges. Julius Randle with the rebound. And Randle has got the ball here for Minnesota. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. Clark kicks to Randle. And Randle throws it down.
Emphatic finish by Randle. I love when he's forceful around the hoop.
Clarkson outside to the paint. It's stolen by Randle. And now the Timberwolves on the break. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Nets, the corner 3.
Well, look, Conley's known as a great passer, but he's also a fantastic three-point shooter.
McBride bounce pass. Robinson finds Bridges. Clarkson on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Minnesota. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
And it's going going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Randall with the bucket.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Dan Nasreed is a much-beloved player with the Timberwolves, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. I'm not sure the fans in Minnesota love anyone more than they love Nasreed, not even Anthony Edwards. They appreciate his consistency, the effort he brings every night, the energy, and yeah, the charisma on top of all the skill.
Lets it go with a 3. And McBride gets it to go. And it's a 4-point New York lead.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Pass to Randall. There's the 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the fearlessness from Randall to come right back, answer that 3.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Shannon's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Dillingham. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. McBride passes to Robinson. And here's Towns. On the wing, Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McBride. The jumper from the free throw line is good. McBride's got 5.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Edwards from deep three-point territory. Misses the deep three-point attempt. The Knicks leading by 3. Towns the pass to McBride. Back to Towns. The kick out to Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Towns a screen on Conley. For 3, Bridges. Randall grabs the board. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Edwards passes to Randall. Not gonna go that time. Towns with the defensive effort. The Knicks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. From 10 feet out, a rebound by the Timberwolves. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist from Bridges. Bridges has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Conley. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Drills it from outside. 11 points in the game.
Well, he's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here is Edwards, following the score by New York. Pass to Shannon, takes the 3, and Mikal Bridges pulls it down. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks, leading by 5. Here's Anunoby. Some nice passing by New York here. Randall against Towns. From down in the low post, it goes. Towns has got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, this is what makes Towns an all-star caliber player. He has the ability to take over games by himself.
Now here's Conley. Reed finds Conley. Randall with a screen for Conley. Tries it from the top of the key. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Back to Towns. Bridges, no one around him. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Over in the corner, McBride got that one up quick. McBride's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
For 3, Edwards. Edwards drills the 3.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
Bridges shot good.
Oh, how about the ball handling from Bridges? Just taking his time in that pick and roll.
Edwards kicks to Reed. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Edwards against Bridges. Pass to Towns. Minnesota with the rebound. Left side, Edwards. Randall a screen on Bridges. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Outside, Towns. Pass to Bridges from past the arc. Reed with the rebound. Reeves got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now Conley. Back to Reed. Out to the wing. Randall against Towns. The inside shot. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Randall.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
McBride passes to Towns. Back to McBride. No good from outside. Minnesota shooting well. They're at 45%. Pass to Randall. Over McBride. Robinson with the block. Bridges outside. Now here is Robinson. Guarded by Reed. For 3, Bridges. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on court.
The Timberwolves trail. Now here's DiVincenzo. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. McDaniels kicks to Reed. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Edwards. A 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And the shot goes down. Anunoby's got 5 now.
Powerful move by Anunoby inside. He really attacks when he's in close like that.
Edwards with it. 26 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well. They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Hart outside, and the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
finds Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Minnesota shooting in the second quarter has been superb. 58% from the field. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. And they take the lead. 8 points for him.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Outside, Towns. Pass to Bridges. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. Brunson being aggressive.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
Minnesota in the lead. DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. Back to DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Reed. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Brunson among the bigs.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Leading by just 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
You know, right now for Minnesota, this hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. They've let a number of winnable games slip away, but do not sleep on them. Oh, sorry about that. They have the talent to kick it into high gear and right down the stretch.
Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ball game.
I only have 2 words for you. Elbow, famage. Establish yourself inside, good things will happen. That's right, Ernie, I said famage.
They've had some success, but they've been counterpunched at times as well. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in its center, locking down the middle. Hart against Randall. Hart with a screen on McDaniel. Bridges outside. And they get it back.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Hart against Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill finesse and a little bit of luck that went down.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a number 1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it. Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Brunson barreling into the rim.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Guys, back to you.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Anunoby outside. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Brunson. Brunson with the defense all over him.
Strong move. Brunson just bruising his way inside.
McDaniels outside. Pass to Edwards. Back to McDaniel. And he gets it to go. McDaniel's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Hart outside. Back to Brunson. And the layup's good off the glass. Brunson's got 6 here in this quarter.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Outside Edwards. Randall with a screen for Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Hart outside. Towns high post. On the wing, Bridges. Edwards defending. The kick out to Towns. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Edwards. Strong move inside by Edwards.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Brunson outside. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. Anunoby against McDaniel. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Off target from 3-point range. Knicks trail by 5. Anunoby outside. Back to Hart. Here's Brunson. An easy 2 points on the layup. 26 points here for Jalen Brunson.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
It's Edwards on the wing. Nifty move.
big bounce in his step.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. So it's the Knicks now. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Brunson up top, defended by DiVincenzo. Brunson against Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And what's especially hard about defending Brunson, he just plays with so much energy.
And he knocks down the first one. Instead, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
And both free throws good for Brunson.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to Towns. And here's Brunson. And he has 28 points for the game. Gobert with the block.
Well, this is Gobert to a T. An outstanding rim protector with impeccable timing. Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. Hart outside. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, when you're the size of Gobert, you're already living above the rim.
Bridges outside. To the middle. Here's Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. To the inside, stolen by Robinson. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball for the lead. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And here's Edwards from the arc.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
Here's DiVincenzo. Yep, it counts.
Well, good luck catching Dante DiVincenzo on the fast break. He is quick.
Brunson, that's a two-pointer. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves leading by 3. McDaniels outside. Robinson against Gobert. McDaniels outside. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
2 points, that one goes.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. 3-pointer. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Down low. Here's Towns. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. new lineup here for the Timberwolves. The Knicks also changing it up. Porty's checked in, and it's Clarkson in for Josh Hart. On defense, New York. Pass to Conley. And here's Reed. Takes a three. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Porty. Here's Brunson. Guarded by Reed. Brunson against Reed. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And Reed has got the ball here for Minnesota. A 2-point game. Outside Conley. Clark outside. Here's Reed. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. For 3, Bridges. Here's Robinson. It's good. This game is all even. Robinson's got 8 points in the quarter.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the second game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
Well, yeah, you can see how much energy he's playing with. He's on a roll, and he's not about to let it in. Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Porty, shot's good. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And then Reed slams it in.
Showing off his power. Reed gave the dunk everything he had.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Robinson. And Berger pulls it down.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
30 seconds left to play in the third. The Knicks shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's Clarkson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Bridges against Clark. Reed with a screen on Bridges. Clark with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Clark's got 6. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dillingham is out there with Conley, and it's Clark in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, Towns is a great outside shooter, but I prefer it when he goes to work inside.
Now Conley. Here's Reed. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. McBride passes to Shamet. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Showing that competitive spirit, Clarkson really wanted to get them right back.
Clark for three. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 15 here tonight. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Angle right side. Pocket six. What's it 5 from 18? That one bounces around and comes back out.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
And that one good from Clarkson.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Conley. Over McBride. Conley's shot is off.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Pass to McBride. Now here's Towns. Anunoby a screen on Reed. And it's Towns missing. Timberwolves gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Randall dishes to Conley. Outside, Reed. Now Clark. He's covered by Shamet. They need this. Another miss by Minnesota. The Knicks leading by 5. Anunoby passes to McBride. Shamet. A three-pointer is right on target. Shamet's got his first 3 points of the game.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He knows every possession is critical now. Some changes for Minnesota. Shannon's checked in, and Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dillingham. And New York with a change here, too. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Now here is Conley. Back to Edwards. A three ball. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Here's Anunoby, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now a 10-point Knicks lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Angle from outside, and once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket to end the cold streak, and Edwards with the stop.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
The Knicks leading by 10. Pass to Anunoby. Hard against Randall. Towns for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Towns has got 13 points in the second half.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside Conley. Here's Shannon. They get the rebound. Out to Conley from outside the arc. That shot missing.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
Oh, dynamic. 2 right-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Edwards against Clarkson. Edwards with the bump and the bucket.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
Back to McBride. Towns, a screen on Conley. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Shannon.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Conley for three. The shot comes out.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And Towns throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. So for the Knicks, Landry Shamet checked in for OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Hart outside. Pass to Shamet. Three-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside for Randall. Back to McDaniel. For three. Rebounded by Hart.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
DiVincenzo against Brunson. Bucket is good. Brunson's got 14 points now in the second half.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Randall with a screen for McDaniel. No good with the triple. The Knicks leading by 15. Here's Bridges. Pass to Shamet. Hart outside. Outside, Towns. Buries it from three-point range. Towns has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Knicks.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
To the inside. Nice shot by Gobert.
Well, you know, Gobert is only going to shoot it when he gets a high percentage look like that.
Brunson against DiVincenzo. Pass to Towns. And here is Shamet. No good on the three.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Randall no good. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 16-point lead. Shoots over DiVincenzo. No good from 11 feet. Edwards finds DiVincenzo. Now here's Randall. Over Towns. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll take on Norman Powell and the Miami Heat. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Julius Randle and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at the Cavs matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
That free throw good from Shamet. Anunoby, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. He hits both from the stripe.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by New York. Here's the floater. Now Anunoby. Brunson, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Randall against Towns. And it's good, 2 points. Towns has got 34 points.
Yeah, nice steady play from Towns against the clock. He wasn't rushing himself to get a shot off.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And New York making a change here. Bridges checks in.
Next substitution, number 25, Mikal Bridges.
McDaniels with the ball. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
And he makes the first. Second free throw, no good. Timberwolves trail by 21. Randall left side. Fires top of the key. Knicks with the rebound. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Brunson. On the wing, Anunoby. Hart outside. Brunson outside. 5 to shoot. Offline with his 3. The Timberwolves shooting 43% from the floor. DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans. It's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Reed the pass to Highland. Pass to Juzang, looking to end the run. Robinson pulls it in. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Here's McBride. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game, Allie.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensively. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.